On the news tonight, President Buhari launches African peer review mechanism pioneered by Nepad. Nigerian Railway Corporation suspends 2 train drivers shutter over derailment. And a non-profit organization stages cancer awareness walk in Abuja. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7 p.m. on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Frama Panyi. Second review report of the Federal Republic of Nigeria conducted by Nepad and the African Peer Review Mechanism has been launched. Also launched is the National Program of Action aimed at ensuring effective implementation of the report towards enhancing good governance and welfare of the nation's citizens. President Muhammadu Buhari, who performed this ceremony, restated his administration's resolve towards entrenching democracy and quality leadership in all aspects of governance. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has the details. In the course of the bulletin. Now, the Nigerian Railway Corporation has suspended 2 train drivers and a shutter over the derailment of the Kubwa station in Abuja. Confirming the incident, the manager Abuja to Kaduna train services, Pascal Unoli, said that the drivers of the ill-fated train and the shutter were suspended over allegations of negligence. The drivers were said to be overspeeding beyond the regulated limit at a diversion within the parameters of the station, while the shutter on duty failed to change the point, rightly leading to the train derailment. Pascal Unoli said a committee has been set up to look into the matter to prevent future reoccurrence. The views of children of this nation should be taken to heart, and any president coming on board should meet the children's expectations. These were the views of speakers at the Changemakers in an interactive session with Nigerian children, young persons, and the 2023 presidential candidates. Asebe Williams reports.
The interactive session meant for brainstorming between the children and the candidates turned one-sided as the presidential candidates did not turn up. However, it did not take the shine away from the day as the children still shared their views.
According to statistics, 6 out of 10 children have been physically, emotionally, domestically, and sexually abused before the age of 18 years.
The desire of these children is for inclusiveness in the amendments affair.
Fear is, if voted into power, what measures or what do you intend to do in order to solve the problem of unemployment for the graduates? Thank you.
They request that any government coming on board should endeavor to carry the children along.
Become the president of Nigeria, what policy will you put in place to secure the country?
The popular auntie came of NTA's Tales by Moonlight, who is the organizer, says her passion for the well-being of children cannot be overemphasized.
The essence for this is for the political candidates to bear in mind that the children are also children of this nation. They are citizens of this nation. And whatever they are planning, children should be in their plans.
Guests lauded the initiative and called for the application and amendments at all levels to remember the children and better their lives.
I have a lot of concern for children because in our program's philosophy, we consider children. We don't want children to see violence at the time they are most likely to watch television. We don't want children to see nudity. We don't want children to see things that are dangerous to their development.
The organizers added that the essence of the gathering is to hear the views of the children, make room for them in government to make them comfortable in life. Asabe Williams, NTA News.
Each year, a group of people from diverse locations, ages, and interests converge to work and lecture people on the need to continue to raise awareness on cancer. Aisha Bashir reports that it was no different as a non-profit organization called Women in ICT walked from the Ministry of Women Affairs to the Unity Fountain in Abuja, the nation's capital.
The Minister of Women Affairs, Paul Thailand, and other speakers from different institutions in collaboration with the non-profit organization converged on the Ministry of Women Affairs to sensitize women to the dangers and treatment of cancer.
The earlier you detect, then the better you have the chances of getting cured. That is if you detect at early stage. So that is the essence of this awareness, because coming to this part of the world, coming to Africa or Nigeria in particular, people misinterpret cancer to spiritual attack. So when they say anything different in their body, they start going for spiritual help, which is a medical thing. So people need to know, even the people that even detect at early stage, they still having that problem of relating it to spiritual things. So that is the essence of this awareness, because awareness goes a lot. It's the first step actually in the fight against cancer.
Before you get to the stage where it's not preventable, where the whole system has been attacked already, we advise that you come for screening, you come for testing. As a woman, our system is very complex. So we are here to sensitize the Nigerian women on early detection of cancer.
When it comes to health, anything which is health related is a priority for us. We do have running programs at the moment. Like we have the Strive to Care, which is focused on the youths, because when you look at the booming population of the youth, it now makes it very pertinent and very important for their healthcare well-being to be a priority.
It is advised that more sensitization be carried out on cancer awareness, as cancer remains one of the most deadly diseases that kill people often. Aisha Bashir, NT News.
The earlier report where President Muhammadu Buhari launched the National Program for Action aimed at ensuring effective implementation of the report towards enhancing good governance and welfare of the nation's citizens.
The report of the Second Country Review of Nigeria are judged to have been carried out independently, professionally, creditably, and with integrity, is one of the fastest in the history of the African peer review mechanism, covering 4 thematic areas including democracy and political governance, economic governance and management, corporate governance, and socio-economic development. The report has an all-embracing objective of improving Nigeria's security, economy, fight against corruption, and good governance.
As a government, we are proud of the steady progress being made in the country, as stated by the report, and we will continue to support the African peer review mechanism process and to ensure adequate monitoring and evaluation of the report implementation.
Describing the document as important to Nigeria as a democratic nation built on true federalism and good governance, the president was emphatic that his commitment to the Second Country Review was born out of his undiluted resolve towards ensuring that Nigeria does not lag behind other nations. He enumerated electoral, pension, tax law, judiciary, and monetary policy reforms, as well as digitization of performance management system and the fight against corruption as some of Nigeria's best practices worthy of emulation. The Second Country Review report would, amongst others, help the government to further analyze existing gaps and provide solutions to some of the socio-economic challenges confronting Nigeria towards consolidating good governance.
Mr. President, I want to use this opportunity to commend your exemplary leadership, your commitment to Nigeria, commitment to ECOWAS, and indeed your commitment to governance, democracy.
Mr. President, there is no doubt that your pragmatic and unrelentless quest for quality leadership support this project and will certainly enhance service delivery.
At the launch, President Buhari tasked relevant government agencies to effectively coordinate the proper use of the report and the document be archived for future references as well as institutionalized at the learning centers for academic purposes. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Globally, the effects of climate change are already being felt through increasingly severe and extreme weather conditions in Nigeria. It is no different as Hakimat Aliyu seeks health tips amid current realities with the weather.
Experts have attributed the fluctuations of weather conditions to climate change. While the Harmattan season winds down with its cold, dryness and dust, many recently are expressing concerns on the extreme heat.
Appeared like we have this heat wave. Like the walls normally absorb this heat during the day. At night, they'll be emitting it.
Compared to last month or a few weeks back. And at night again it's hot. Like yesterday night, I felt the heat actually, and there was no light that I could put on my gen, so the weather was a little.
As you can see, it's very hot, so most times we try to be indoors and stay hydrated as much as possible.
A public health expert, Dr. Dan Gazama, speaks on illnesses that result from the hot weather, such as heat stroke, kidney stone, amongst others.
It can lead to easy dehydration as you lose fluid and salt from the body. Okay, and can make you get tired easily, can even make people faint. What we call it heat fatigue, a syncope, and even a heat stroke. Okay, and these are possible, especially if you are working outdoors.
He advises precaution, especially with dehydration that comes with it.
Try to stay indoors as much as possible, and then take a lot of fluid and water constantly, probably twice the normal requirements. Probably you need up to 5 liters. Okay, by that you keep the hydration level normal, and the system would function normally.
Contrary to the practice by many on having frequent bath with cold water during the heat, this is said to bring down body temperature, causing more troubles. Dr. Dan says it is better to bathe with lukewarm water, ensuring your space is well ventilated and wearing light clothing. This helps you to stay healthy while experiencing the heat waves. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliyu, NTA News.
Up next is Sports Brief.
Head coach of the Super Eagles, Jose Peseiro, says he is convinced that Nigeria is a country flowing with abundance of football talent after watching the training section of the Under-17 boys Golden Eaglets at the FIFA Goal Project pitch, Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. Meanwhile, Inter Milan is set to sign Nigerian-born Fulham defender Tosin Adarabioyo. The Nerazzurri will see Adarabioyo as a replacement for departing Milan Skriniar, noted that Adarabioyo's contract with Fulham runs until 2024. In boxing, Britain's former twice world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua will make his ring return in London on April 1 against American Jermaine Franklin. This is the first time in nearly 7 years that the 33-year-old has fought without a world title at the O2 Arena, London. In tennis, Nigeria's #1 wheelchair tennis female player Kafayat Umisoro emerged the winner of the ongoing VEM ITF Wheelchair Tennis Tour held at the MKO Tennis Center, Abuja. Umisoro defeated their Moroccan opponent Awane in 2 straight sets. She won the first set 7-5 and took the second set in Navy encounter, which ended in the tie-break at 7-6, 7-3. With Sports Brief, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
And that's the news. Stay tuned for translations. Have a good night.
Kwa wei nwona na iwo abada zaza isha ndaje zuma owniye wagwa ganyi beje bayi abo ayeshiya no gwamnati sapa no ekinya bado no Africa ni alako guya Adamu Sambo wona da shi ba wo be na badai wa ga ga e tintuko da Muhammadu Buhari wona jin tuntun da ye nkoyin woyin la be npaje yi nkon ba jin kwa shi abe a gwamnati ya we kwa je ga ebe nu gwamnati ugo kwa jin ko jin kolo jesu nanu samanai woyin ga ga wo gwamnati ko mbace na mona da nelo kwa je ga azaba wo gwamnati ye agmadalo nsapa siyasa ya bedo no gbabie manan jin no sopa de yi peje sepa oya kiya baku gan aza ngun aba nge baku fa tete jimbo oya dnei bedo no nzai woni jin wa wu wa ba oya jin we wu ko zoko ko tibenu nko zoko lukoyin gbabie sepa ya na yo paska inoli wa ngage anabanu ko tunu oya kinyabo nko be mia ko ibe ko zanzan ko la gawe vivi ko ayashi bai mba nyilo nko bwa no anpe avunyan bai ngage oboko be jin oya ko kwa miai ko nge mate dai be we bu osi indiwi ozawo jin wa majin wa wu ko zo ko yin woto be jin wotun nko go wa jin anku gbedogun fi na bai be shi abe arebe danu nsepaye ntigana gbaza beda wachige ye ataku bushen dabe pe sawafi wa shafun shazun eye de aza jin ba kun laba no asepaye mo beye ba ga aza ayokanya antukotu no nya sambo nkonye kwa nwaza achi kwa tuzain Aisha Bashir wa gange desha tebe yin kokwa kakayun sanu gbedogun ayiko zanya be kun pela ba che nu zokoluko ba ga aza ayokan ya antukotu nu yasan yebe nkoyin ba ku gan ayiko za nge sanu za je anya biwotu nu bebe ko nsepa nai de nya wa jin pepe wa lo amuba na ba akpebe nko jin oza antigana je ataku alibasa ba shanya bi eshasun maje sanu obwa zanyi ce atajin anyi ekin sansun sai su
ya za ku ji idan aka waye gari babu kasar nan sai hargitsi zub da jini da kuma yaki a cikin kasar ina dole ne mu tashi tsaye don kare kasar mu koyi warware matsalolinmu ta hanyar tattaunawa mu taimaka wa jami'an tsaronmu don ganin kasar mu ta kasance a dunkule dukkanmu ɗaya ne mu jinjina wa gwamnatin tarayya don kokarin da take yi don ganin mun kasance kasa ɗaya al'umma ɗaya. Najeriya kasa ta ce, ƙasar ku ce, kuma ƙasar mu ce. Mu dage don ganin mun kasance kasa ɗaya al'umma ɗaya. Kasancewar mu kasa ɗaya shine zai jawo kwanciyar hankali da kuma abin sha'awa ga duniya. Mu guji abin da zai jawo zubar da jini, yaki da kuma tashin hankali a Najeriya. Kwanciyar hankalinmu shine ci gaban tattalin arzikin Najeriya.
Ba wani abin damuwa bane kwata-kwata. Malama, Allah ki bani katin bulo na 1000.
Na 1000? Can. To shikenan yanzu nan zaka ga alaji. Yake damun ka me aka yi maka kake wannan ihun malam?
Ba dole in ihu ba. Wannan malamar ce na ce ta bani katin bulo na 1000. Ta je ta sa min katin 10,000. Ta ya zan iya biyan wannan?
Wannan ai garabasa bulo take yi. Idan ka saka 1000 za su rubanya maka shi domin ya koma 10,000. Shi ne muke kira 10 times airtime bonus.
Amma fa abun na kai mamaki.
Abokina ka kwanta da hankalinka. Kaga wannan 10,000 bulo ne ta baka kyauta. That what me say na 10 times ahun we glow give you. 10 times.
Kwarai kuwa kai ma za ka iya samun 10 times airtime bonus idan ka sai kati a layin Glo ɗinka. Sai sabon layin Glo.
Jama'a masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da warhaka kamar yadda aka saba ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaranmu na yau a takaice mai karantawa Yusuf Yakub. An kaddamar da shirin duba ci gaban da ake samu na kasashen nahiyar Afirka karo na biyu wanda Najeriya ta yi. Haka zalika an sake kaddamar da shirin da ke da manufar bunƙasa ayyukan gwamnati da haƙoƙin 'yan ƙasa. Wakilin fadar shugaban ƙasa Adamu Sambo ya labarta mana cewa shugaban ƙasa Muhammadu Buhari da ya jagoranci shirin ya sake jaddada ƙudurin gwamnatinsa na tsare martabar dimokuraɗiyya da samar da wakilci na gari a daukacin matakan gwamnati. Hukumar sufurin jirgin ƙasa ta ƙasa ta dakatar da ma'aikatanta biyu daga aiki akan zarginsu da aikata laifin sakaci akan aiki. A cewar shugaban tashar jirgin ta Abuja Pascal Noli ya ce matukan jirgin a ranar da ya sami matsala ana zargin su da yin sakacin aiki inda aka rawaito cewa suna gudun tsere sa'a wanda mutumin da ke tsara inda jirgin zai bi ya kasa sarrafa jirgin saboda gudun da yake shekawa. Ya kara da cewa sun kafa kwamitin da zai zauna ya tattauna lamarin domin gudun komawa gidan jiya a nan gaba. Kamar yadda aka saba gani a kowace shekara, rukunin al'ummomi na taruwa su yi tattaki domin gabatar da kasidu ga sauran 'yan ƙasa akan ciwon daji. Wakilarmu Aisha Bashir ta kawo mana rahoto cewa a wannan shekarar ma bata sauya zane ba. Wata kungiya mai zaman kanta ta mata masu ilimin fasahar sadarwar zamani sun yi tattaki daga ma'aikatar harkokin mata ta ƙasa zuwa dandalin Unity Fountain da ke nan birnin Abuja domin yada manufar dakile ciwon daji a faɗin ƙasar nan. Duka-duka ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Ekele m gị Igbo wem, oge erukwala ọzọ maka akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi a. Ọka ka bụkwa m Rachel Ifi Ono. Gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Onyeisi ala anyị Muhammadu Buhari agbapeela usoro a ga-agbaso iji chịkọta ihe gbasara ala anyị nakwa usoro a ga-agbaso hụ na etinyere ihe ndị agụkọtara n'ọrụ bụ nke ga-enye aka kwalite gọọmenti ala anyị ma mee ka ihe niile gbasara ụmụ amaala anyị kwụrụ chịm. Onye ọrụ anyị Adamu Sambo wetara akụkọ na ya bụ onyeisi ala anyị gara n'ihu kwuo na ọchịchị ya ga-agba mbọ hụ na ha kwalitere ọnọdụ onye kwuo uche ya ma hụ na ewere ezigbo ọchịchị n'ụzọ ọbụla n'ala anyị. Ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ụgbọ oloko n'ala anyị akwụsịtụla ndị ọkwọ ụgbọ oloko abụọ ọrụ n'ihi njehie ụzọ ụgbọ ha jehiere na ọdụ ha dị n'ime obodo Kubwa, isi ala anyị. O kwere nghọta na onye isi n'ọdụ ụgbọ oloko si Abuja gaa steeti Kaduna Pascal Nnọli kwuru na a kwụsịtụrụ ha ọrụ n'ihi nleghara anya ha leghara ọrụ ha. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ha gbara oke ọsọ ma gbaghara oke ha kwesịrị ịgba. Ya bụ nwa amadi gbakwunyekwara na ewepụtara kọmitii ga-eleba anya n'ụzọ a ga-esi gbochie ya bụ njehie ụzọ. Kwa afọ ọbụla, otu dị iche iche afọ ndụ dị iche iche sitere n'ogige dị iche iche na-agbakọ ma na-enye ndị mmadụ ọzụzụ maka ọrịa akpọrọ kansa na bekee. Aisha Bashir wetara akụkọ na ọ bụkwa otu a ka ọ dị n'afọ a dịka otu ụmụ nwanyị na-abụghị nke gọọmenti akpọrọ Women in FCT mere njem site n'ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ụmụ nwanyị garuo ebe akpọrọ Unity Fountain dị na isi ala anyị ime ka ndị mmadụ mata maka ya bụ ọrịa. Onye isi n'ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ụmụ nwanyị Pauline Talen nakwa ndị ọka okwu ndị ọzọ kọwakwara ụmụ nwanyị ihe ize ndụ nakwa ụzọ a ga-esi gwọọ ya bụ ọrịa. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebiri anyị n'ihu oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
kálẹ̀ ọwọ́ ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì Kánú ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn látẹnu Bọ́lájí Màtí. Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìjábọ̀ àgbéyẹ̀wò orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì pẹ̀lú ìlànà orílẹ̀-èdè láti rí i wípé wọ́n mú àwọn ìlànà ọ̀hún ṣe fún ìgbé ayé gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè àti ètò ìṣèjọba rere. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Adamu Sambo ròyìn wípé bí ààrẹ Muhammadu ṣe ń bá ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún lọ, ó sọ wípé ìjọba ọ̀hún yóò ṣe ohun gbogbo dájú kí ìdàgbàsókè dé bá ètò ìjọba tiwantiwa pẹ̀lú ètò aṣíwájú tó dúró gidigba nínú gbogbo ètò ìṣèjọba. Iléeṣẹ́ ọkọ̀ ojú irin lórílẹ̀‐èdè ti sọ fún àwọn awakọ̀ méjì àti òṣìṣẹ́ kan tó ń rí sí ìrìnnà ọkọ̀ lójú irin wípé kí wọ́n lọ jókòó sílé náà látàrí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ibùdókọ̀ tó ń bẹ ní Kubwa. Alámòjútó ìrìn ọkọ̀ ojú irin láti Abuja sí ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna Pascal Nọ́lì nínú ọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́nuba ìdí pàtàkì tí wọ́n fi dá àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ náà dúró ná lẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Ọ̀gá Pascal tẹ̀síwájú sí i wípé wọ́n ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ tí yóò ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà kí irúfẹ́ jàǹbá náà má ṣe wáyé mọ́. Lọ́dọọdún àwọn ènìyàn máa parapọ̀ láti ilé iṣẹ́ àti agbègbè gbogbo láti rìn àti láti la àwọn ará ìlú lọ́yẹ̀ lórí ìdí pàtàkì tí ó fi yẹ láti máa tẹ̀síwájú fún ètò ìpolongo lórí àrùn ọgbẹ́ inú. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Aisha Bashir ròyìn wípé ẹgbẹ́ kan tó dúró láìfara tìjọba ọ̀pẹ̀ra rẹ̀ ní Women in ICT tẹ̀sẹ̀ bọ ìrìn ọ̀hún láti ilé iṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin títí ó fi dé ọgbà òjò ìrẹ́pọ̀ tó ń rọ̀ láti inú ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n pè ní Unity Fountain ní olú ìlú orílẹ̀-èdè. Ọ̀pọ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀ fún àǹfààní àwọn obìnrin kí wọ́n mọ àǹfààní àti pàtàkì ètò ọ̀hún tó kì í dùn púpọ̀ ṣéun ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí òye ọ̀la Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.